The Volunteers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll try the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and the ball is free on the pitch.
Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Keeps the legs moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Offense facing
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Connors. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. This is a designed run. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Melton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Running to the left. Running behind those pads. He gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the toss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding the screens.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Sims. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation there. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
And the ball squirted out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they've dug themselves an even bigger.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. A designed run for the quarterback. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's looking to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
In that 3rd and long situation, you'd like to see your quarterback have a plan. You know that they may dial up the blitz, and you've got to know where your answers are. Where's your hot route? Where's your side adjust? Where can you get rid of the football if they bring an extra guy and the offense didn't look like they were ready for it?
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll immediately call timeout.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Open runway ahead. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And it's picked off for the third time today. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Clemson jumps to the line. They're testing the right side here. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Flips it out to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick. Being physical, getting on the inside. Quarterback pulling right on.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Vic, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
He'll try the left side. At the 40, there he goes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
They're going to run it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. No huddle offense to the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
The Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown ball. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UAB answered the bell away from Protective Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Blazers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Tennessee 24, Clemson 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
After the misfire, now on second down. Back to the air one more time. Lets it fly on the move. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Volunteer. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Melton. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. This time they'll go to the running game. The Tigers will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. Looking down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
To the air on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. All kinds of running room. Quarterback gets past the marker. The 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Michigan State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sims. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the...
Looking for a deep man. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top. And he makes the catch at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw. Coming after him. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is.
38, Clemson, 20.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They move the tight end all over. Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The ball's in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touchdown ball! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And with that turnover, that will finish the game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.